Hello and welcome to Chicken Tuesday. Oh, it's very autumnal. Hi girls. How you doing? Are you coming out to play? Yeah, let's get you out. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Oh, off and running. Oh, Matilda, that was a miss. A misdirected flight. Oh, poor wee girl. Oh, come on, Hambo. Come on. Hambo says, what's all this about? Come on. You were so excited, Matilda, you didn't realise that most of your feathers, your flight feathers, have gone at the moment with your molt. Bless you. Oh, you got something nice there. Who's following? Hello, Hambo. Where are these girls? Well, there's leaves everywhere. And of course it's dark during the week after work, so I've not really had a chance to see the garden, let alone do anything in it. Matilda's starting to get her tail growing back in, and starting to look like a chicken again, rather than an oven-ready variety. It takes their toll on them though. She's lost a bit of weight. I can tell that just by lifting her up. She's had a tough time in so much as she had 2 batches of broodiness, I think both 6 weeks or thereabouts. Then a little bit of time off, and then went into a really heavy molt. But you know, it's not unusual. A lot of chickens do that. But yeah, it does take it out of them. So just need to make sure we feed lots of high protein foods to help her grow her feathers back in, because feathers are really protein. And yeah, she'll bounce back, won't you? Hamble had a corker of a molt last year, but she's not done so much this year, which is good. And neither have the 2 little ones, Beryl and Edith. So where feeding protein's concerned, I have given them mackerel and tuna at different times, and also sunflower seeds is good for them, are good for them as well. So as well as their usual layer mix, which has the nutrients they need to sustain them as chickens and to help them have the right nutrients to keep laying. I've been feeding these other things in addition, plus veg and melon and things like that as well, to make their life a little bit more exciting than seeds only. Isn't that right, girls? They're happy to be out and about, because during the week now, particularly since the clocks have changed, they get out for a little bit of time in the morning before I go to work. Just maybe 10 or 15 minutes at times, depending on the weather. And then in the evening it's dark, so we go and visit them in the coop just to make sure they're in and safe and cozied in there. But other than that, that's all we see of them during the week. So now it's the weekend, and I've got a weekend at home because I've been away a lot. It's lovely to see them out and about, pecking and raking through leaves. I'll need to get more leaves picked up unfortunately. We had a lovely dry period during the week, but in time for the weekend it's rained. Yesterday, Friday, rained and rained and rained, so it's all very soggy now. And the leaves are all very soggy. And I've got to watch as I'm walking that I don't slip, because the garden's on a bit of a slope and it can get very slippy in the winter time. Hello, Beryl. Hello. Oh, I said hello, Beryl. That is Edith. Honest to goodness. My brain isn't engaged this morning yet. There's Beryl. You can always tell Edith because she has that patch of feathers on her back that aren't quite right. I think they were sort of frazzled a little bit when she was under the brooder light as a young hen. I thought that they would just grow out, they would come out and they would grow in normally, but I don't know whether they're just always going to be a bit abnormal. Makes it easier to identify you though. Beryl. Oh, Edith. God, there I go again. What am I like? I am just out of my bed. So this weekend we're expecting fireworks. It's November the 5th, just at the start of the week, but I would not be surprised at all if folk chose to, if they were having like fireworks parties or whatever and they chose to let off their fireworks tonight or tomorrow. So that's a pain. I just wish they would be banned, to be completely honest. The chickens do not care a jot. They're not bothered actually. My cats on the other hand are absolutely terrified. It's horrible to see the worry and the trauma that the fireworks put them through. So we have to we make sure we're in the evenings around about this time, and always have radios on in the different levels of the house and the different rooms to try and drown some things out. But the cats can still hear the fireworks, which is horrible. The first year I had the girls, I was really worried. I thought, oh my God, these fireworks, they're going to be terrified. And I kept popping out and popping my head in the coop, and they were dozing. Quite happy, not bothered. So that was great news. I'm told that the quail, now I have quail, they should be okay as well. I guess birds react to the type of noise rather than just noise generally. So if it was a noise that sounded like a bird of prey, for example, they might well, I'm sure they would react negatively to that. But if it's just a bang and sort of noise that they don't associate with danger, then I think they're okay. I'm hoping that's the case with the quail. It certainly seems to be the case with the girls here, the chickens. So yeah, time will tell. But if I had a vote, I'd ban the public being able to buy and let off fireworks. I really would. I'm not being a sort of joy, I'm not anti enjoying yourself, but it's just outrageous. They cause so many animals, both wild and domestic, to be really traumatised, and they can cause injuries. The sort of things that fall out the sky once the fireworks have gone off. I mean, that's litter. It's bad for the environment, bad for the wildlife, and it's also dangerous to people because people are inherently stupid, I think. And you have firework parties and accidents happen, or people don't handle things in the way they should, and they get injured, and then it's a burden on our National Health Service as well. There's my political commentary for today. But yeah, definitely ban fireworks for public use. That's what I say. But as for the girls, they don't mind them. They don't mind them as long as they're tucked up cosy in their coop. It doesn't bother them at all. So let's just see what the girls get up to when I'm not around and they're in their run. Hello, you having fun? Oh, there we are. They're having a communal dust bath in the shavings. There actually is a basin of sand that Matilda's in, but they're just happy, having a good old roll about. Lovely girls. Oh, shavings everywhere. No wonder it's mountainous when I try and skip you out when I get home from work. Oh, it's calling. It's all right. It's only our calling. No calling. No, 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 no. Chickens don't want to talk to you. There. Gosh, look at that. Colin, yeah. That's it. Is the girls having a dust bath, Colin? Colin, don't jump on my back. Colin's desperate to get on my knee because I'm sitting down just outside the run watching the girls. And they dust bathe to get dust and sand and grit and anything they can into their skin, you know, through the feathers and right to their skin, so that they can get rid of any insects, little parasites that are on them, which I hope my girls do not have. But you know, there's it. I guess it's an instinctive thing. So whether they're itchy and infested with things or not, they enjoy having a good dust bath, and it can be quite a communal occasion. And they have a good old bath together, flipping up the, in this case, shavings over their backs and using their wings to sort of distribute it on their bodies. It's very nice to watch, very calming. I think there's Matilda keeping watch. Aren't you, wee girl? Oh, Hamble's very hard at work.